calm and sure grittiness.
It starts with an attitude. We need swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger.
Hey, welcome into the 5-Hole Fantasy Hockey Podcast, the fantasy hockey podcast that doesn't try to steal milestone pucks. Shame on you, Jordan Binnington. But we are here for your weekend shutdown shift. Hopefully help you shut down your opponent, score that W. We're your hosts tonight, Alan and Jay. Jay, dude, Ovi, 900 goals. I mean, I think we talked about this off the show. Do we think he tries for 1,000? I mean, he's 40. He is a UFA after the season. Do we think he just flies off to Russia and we never see him again?
Yeah, well, I mean, how many goals would he need to get? Like roughly, let's say a 40-goal season, 2.5 seasons. Yeah, 40-goal seasons, 2.5. Alan, is it
if he could still be a perennial Rocket Richard? Like each, maybe 2-3 seasons he could do it, but yeah, I don't think he's there anymore.
I was gonna say, is it toxic to say like I'm kind of surprised it took him this deep into the season? No, he's kind of on track.
Yeah, because
right?
I think this is only his second goal.
Like I was like, how many games into the season were we? 12 games into the season. I'm just pull up OVA for a sec. Like he's definitely the kind of player that age has been really kind to, right? Like he's generally not had those sorts of like, geez, honestly, I thought Crosby like early on in his play would have, retired way before at this point. But Ovi's never had any of those massive injuries, right? I think last season,
that Russian machine never break.
Yeah, and it's like Russian machine. You ingest some cola, and for some reason, it just makes everything.
Is it cola? Cola and Subway. I feel like I've heard he just has like a guy at the plane with like his Subway or whatever.
Alan, I don't know. I'm gonna say too. Like when they went against the Blues, it's a good team to get his duck broken against. Like for the season, second goal. Hopefully he turns it on a little bit. Like that's what it was 4 games of scorelessness in between. No goals, no assists.
He's been a hard hold.
Yeah. I mean, do we have comparables? Like the one guy that comes to mind, I would say is like Patrick Kane a couple years ago was like, top. Like I want to say like 5 or 6 seasons back, like he was the guy, like competing at the top. I guess to any newer fantasy owners, imagine a Leon Draisaitl collapsing into like 50 points a season. Like that's the sort of dramatic decrease that was going on. Do we see that happening for Ovi?
Probably. I don't know. I wonder how much of it is like. I mean, I'm sure he still has some compete to him, but it is just Father Time's getting awfully close, and I think he's gonna win this one. But yeah, so. I don't know. It'd be cool to stick around for 1,000, but not at like 20 goals a season. That would be just gross.
Washington's also surprisingly too good. Like you know what I mean?
They're really good defensively. I've noticed,
but it's more like I thought this team was gonna be pretty. Like Ovi would be the only ticket to town for anyone to go to a Caps game. But I would say you look now, like they seem
losing PLD hurts.
Oh God, no, Alan, I spoke too soon. Everyone in the East is really, really tight. I would say there's only 2.
What was it like a 5-point difference between like first and last? I saw
it is
a few days ago. It's ridiculous. There you go, Gary Bettman. You wanted parity, you got it. But anyway, so before we get into the show, as always, wherever you're finding us, YouTube, hey, we're on Twitter too. Make sure to follow, slide into our DMs. We have a Discord channel too, over 3,000 members on there, including us. We're on there. I occasionally throw funny gifts out there. And TJ still hacking away at FHFhockey.com. Again, just added that new feature, transaction trends on there. It's a nice little game grid too. But let's get into news and headlines. So not really storyline, just kind of something I thought was kind of cool. I saw someone on Twitter posted this, retweeted them from @Beebs Bondy. You just pointed out some Power Play 1 players that are less than 10% owned. And for those visually in here with us on the YouTube channel, I did kind of amend this list a little, but for those just on the pod, just to throw a few names out that they're probably the most relevant. Florida, Mackie Samoskevich, 10%. LA, I assume they just added Corey Perry to that Power Play 1. He's 3%. Minnesota, I know Spurgeon at 4% just got added. I think because I think they kind of gave it back to Faber, and now it's back to Spurgeon. So I don't know how secure that is, but Tarasenko, 7% owned. Nashville, Brady Shea, I like that. If you need a power play defenseman, he has actually gotten a couple assists since moving up. New York Islanders, I wish I could have put a barf emoji on here, but I couldn't figure out how to put it on the slide. Yeah, Jonathan Drouin is only 5% owned. And spoiler alert, the Islanders do have a good schedule next week. And San Jose, another defenseman, John Klingberg, back from injury, 7% owned. It does sound like the front office and the coach are committed to keeping him on that Power Play 1 spot. I don't think he stays with the Sharks the whole season, but for now is a great pickup if you got an injury or something. And then to kind of spoil something else, Alex Iafallo, Jay, any of these names kind of surprising to you? You think are maybe more valuable than the ones I pointed out?
Yeah, I would always say, when we talk about Power Play 1, I would say quarterback guys are probably like the ones that draw eye first, right? So probably Shea is the guy that's like, oh damn, like there's a Power Play 1 quarterback available. Obvious caveat being that Roman Josi is out. Further concerning, Roman Josi, I think, is a week to week.
Sounds like he's out for a while.
For a while, yeah. So definitely concerning. Obviously, like I know I just almost commiserating on the pod here with fellow Josi owners, but yeah, it's probably the stopgap to get, I guess, his handcuff, right? Just so that you have the guy that you know for certain is going to be getting those vacated Power Play 1 quarterback minutes. I think the sucky part also is I have Shea stocks in some leagues, and Alan, it's not pretty.
Oh God, no, it's a huge drop off from Josi. But I mean, this is kind of exactly why I avoided him. They said it's not related to his pots, but it's just like, yeah, that already, like, you've made it too rich for my blood. I will gladly pass if he fell to me. Moving on, injuries. Tristan Jarry, I guess that comeback from, what was it, the Leafs or something, like injured his pride, I guess, so badly he went to IR. He's out for a minimum of 3 weeks. I don't know, man. Shelovs has been, they had a nice little tandem going, but I don't know. Does this make Shelovs an enticing pickup if you need a goalie or?
Yeah, for sure. Because the other guy hasn't played. Period. Right? Like Blomqvist, I think that's his name.
I think I think they still have him.
Like he's also on IR. So I don't know if this is like a concerning situation.
Okay, so they recalled someone. I didn't think it was Blomqvist. I have no idea who it is. So it's probably going to be the Shelov show.
I just remember the times when they had like I don't know, all those jokes about UC Saros, like on the day when he was taken over from Pekka Rinne. And it's like they had all these back-to-backs, and they just started Saros in the back-to-backs without even giving like Rinne a sniff at life. And I can't help but wonder, the Pens, they might be trialing young guys if, for say, they were, struggling a bit, languishing around. Alan, they're like, I know it's the really constrained East, but they're still second in the division. Like,
dude, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Like that was one of the teams I sort of picked for the segment we're doing later.
I 100% think Shelovs is, and let's see, he's at 23% ownership. That Allen is gonna.
It's like I feel like he could get blown up on a given night, but
those numbers are going to invert. You know what I mean? They're going to invert. He's going to be 32%, and he's going to skyrocket past, especially if Jari's out for any longer.
Yeah, she loves over Bennington. They're asking in the chat. Yes,
I would like now. You know what I mean? Chat realize
it's weird. I feel like the Blues should not be this bad, but for some reason they are.
Binnington is going to lose his Team Canada spot. You know what I mean? Like, or if not his Team Canada spot, he's going to lose his starter status. Like, there's no way you can ride a guy that's.
I mean, Joel Hofer hasn't been much better. But
is he even 900, Allen? I don't even think he's 900. It is horrific right now. It is bad. You know, like it's not just like, oh wow, you know, like they're having a tough like. They're really trying to recreate 18-19, you know, like they're really gunning hard to be bottom of the league. And they're like, we can turn this around.
All right,
January
we'll fire
1st,
this
right?
coach that we like went out and handpicked. We'll try it again.
That's how it works. That's how winning Stanley Cups work, right? We haven't won since then. Is that the formula?
Fire up Gloria. Next up, we got William Eklund of the San Jose Sharks ruled out for tonight. Tonight's Wednesday. Still considered day-to-day. You know, I forget the Sharks have a decent. I think that was last week where the Sharks had a decent schedule. But I don't know if you want someone on the Sharks, Philip Kurashev, man, been kind of on fire. I know he's not line one, but if you want kind of like a same team guy, he's worth a look, I think.
To confirm, they don't have a great schedule. They play off nights tonight and Friday, and then busy Saturday, and then next week is a garbage Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, all heavy night.
Well, never mind. Which sucks. Eklund was doing pretty well. And then Noah Hannafin returned last night. Vegas Golden Knights. I don't think this directly is a like, oh, hey, Hannafin was the most relevant player in his return. To me, I think that this benefits Shea Theodore, as he can play more offensive minutes instead of having to play defense, and benefits Akira Schmid because now he has a better defense in front of him. Because they shut out Detroit last night. That was
not actual Noah Hannafin holders is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the benefits are like adjacent. Like you don't benefit. You benefit if you had Hannafin for some reason, but I don't. I think it benefits other guys more on that team.
He's also, and it sounds rough to say, but Alan, I'm wondering if he's the classic example of like a good hockey defenseman, and none of it just translates into, especially if he was getting the top minutes, maybe he could do some extra stuff offensively. But you look at it, he's got no blocks, 2 hits, 6 shots. Like these are good, kind of good, like average, maybe like D1, no power play 2, no power play 1 metrics. But there is so much value elsewhere, especially for a guy of his caliber. Like he's going to win Stanley Cups, you know what I mean? But he's not going to be winning fantasy championships on your team in the same way.
And Connor Garland, Vancouver Canucks, he will return tonight against Chicago. He was pretty hot to start the season. He had 11 points, 3 goals, 8 assists, and was averaging 20-30 time on ice before going out. And I think he was power play 1, man. I think he was pretty widely available. Might be worth looking to see if he is there. And then Carolina Hurricanes, Keandre Miller is hopefully back tomorrow against Minnesota. And this is nice because for some reason they don't like Nikishin on power play 1. So it looks like as long as Ghost of Spares out, they'll throw Keandre Miller probably back on power play 1.
I'm a little bit surprised that Sean Walker's not got a run at it the same way. Like I can't tell if it's, you know, I'm trying to like pause and think why Sean Walker wouldn't be getting that sort of run.
I don't know.
Anyways,
apparently it's everyone above Nikishin. And then Circular is asking where Hyman. I have not heard anything about Hyman. I mean, they said over the weekend that hopeful for this coming week, but I have not heard anything about when he'll play next. But when is their next game? Probably tomorrow. And then that I watched the tail end of that game against Dallas last night. It's very frustrating having Stuart Skinner.
I
gotta say,
they don't play until Saturday.
Oh
my god!
there we go. Yeah,
maybe we will see him on the weekend. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Like,
there we go. So I would say, yeah, it's a stay tuned.
100%.
So yeah, and we'll slide into the weekend preview here. So best schedules. You got there's only one team that plays Thursday, Friday, Sunday. It is Minnesota. I don't know, man. Not a lot here to choose from. For me, probably the go-to is Marcus Johansson, 7% owned if Matt Zuccarello is not back. Who, interesting enough, Matt Zuccarello is only 12% owned. That team kind of needs some offensive help. So, yeah, Matt Zuccarello might be where the stash. I don't think they don't think they put out anything if he would actually come on this road trip or anything. But yeah, and I would say just go check on Brock Faber. Actually, kind of doing pretty well lately, even without power play one. Yakov Trenin for hits, man. 63 hits so far in the season.
Well, Lord knows they don't hold the puck for very long, Alan.
I know, right? Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone looking at Jay? Although Spurgeon is like single digits.
I mean, I pulled up our like wild folks, and I was like trying to like check around, and yeah, I don't know if anyone aside from Marco Rossi and like I guess Brock Faber and Marco Rossi. The issue is they're basically like guys that are from impressions from prior years. They're not necessarily dudes that are, well, I don't even know. Brock Faber's at 7 points in 14 games. Alan,
he's got like a nice peripheral floor too. If you look,
yeah, he's kind of exactly where he was last season in terms of like the rookie season of like, oh my gosh, look at how amazing he is. He's got power. And then it was like, oh wait, he's literally 0.5 points per game.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. But maybe we'll go Marcus Johansson. Maybe we'll step behind that guy.
I feel like
that's he's
or stash Zuccarello.
Or stash Zook. Yeah. Tarasenko, Allen, power play one.
Yeah, I know. And he's actually, I feel like at even strength been doing a little scoring too. I like him too. And then Thursday, Saturday, Sunday teams, we got Anaheim. Chris Kreider, somehow 35% owned. I know he was just out for illness. I like this play. I do have him in at least one spot. And just go check on Jacob Trouba for riffs. Frank Vetrano, man, that seems like a weird ownership, 33%. I feel like it wasn't that long ago where he had that heater to start the season and was just riding that for like the next season or two.
Yeah, for sure. I think now his issue is that all those young guns seem to have actually woken up a bit for Anaheim, right? Like you look, they are atop the division. Like I'm not saying they are like near, they are atop the division, 4 straight wins. And none of it's coming off of Vetrano doing what, Vetrano normally does, right? Like a losing Ducks team running afterwards, ripping up on the periffs. Like he doesn't have to do any of that anymore. And he's not getting the minutes to do any of that anymore. I cannot believe, Alan, that last on the sit start, I was like, I don't know, like Cutter Gauthier, like you're holding him on. Like, yeah, you are.
Shot
10
machine,
goals.
Yeah.
10 goals in 12 games. This dude is shooting. Never mind, I'm not going to use that analogy. But this dude is shooting lights out.
Something American schools. Anyway, Carolina. Next up, I think Keandre Miller, probably the only worthwhile pickup. I mean, maybe Stankoven. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a toughie as well once you scroll past really Sean Walker. And I don't. So where do we stand on Ehlers at this point, right? Because Ehlers obviously has he's still shooting.
He's still highly owned.
He is. He's still shooting. Okay. What I'm saying with Ehlers is more.
Do we believe this goal of the season?
He did. Yes. Huge power play goal. But he's also no longer the line one. So
No.
I'm just wondering if this is like, I don't even know, man. It's like at some points, are you reading this too? Some people are saying Seth Jarvis has played lines on the third, like minutes at the third line.
Well, it's freaking Brendan Moore, man. My thing is here is this could be like when Panarin first came to the Rangers. Like for some reason, Panarin just does not mesh with Zibanejad. It could just be that this is one of the situations where Aho and Ehlers just may not have any chemistry on the ice. So yeah, I say I'm surprised Brendan Moore tried that as long as he did before mixing it up. I think it was a smart move.
But I will say,
along on a runway.
Interesting point. In the same vein as Jarvis getting onto the third line, guess who's centering? Not centering. Sorry, he's the right wing.
Fetch is back up there.
He has returned. Oh, it is the third day, Alan, and our sins have been forgiven.
I'm still not interested in Fetch, man. I'm good. He's probably widely available. I haven't checked his ownership.
47%. Yeah, he was at a 90% before. Everyone has given up hope on him. But Alan, I don't know. Easter ain't here yet. But again, sins can be forgiven.
There's a chance.
Alan, but my goodness, 2 goals and 1 assist. Like, he's got to come strong soon. Oh my goodness. Oh.
But next up, Dallas. I mean, this team got real shallow real quick when Hintz went out. I mean, I don't know, Tyler Seguin, Sam Steele, those are probably the only guys I could really say for points. Pichel and Lindell for riffs.
Well, like the top 5 guys are all 94% plus, right? So we're going to ignore Johnson, Rantanen, Robertson, Harley, Heiskanen. So then everyone down, you're right, there's I guess Hintz is out, right? So Seguin is of interest because he's going to slot in or at least get the vacated minutes. What do you think of Sam Steele?
He's just not doing it. Yeah, and that's what, like, Sam Steele's been on line 1 most of the season and just hasn't really done much with it. I feel like this is another. I feel like these Thursday, Saturday, Sunday teams are just really hard to stream from. They're just not much there.
Alan, you don't believe in the 0% owned Sam Steele?
No. No. I watched him do nothing on the Ducks. He will do nothing in Dallas. Next we'll go to Ottawa. Yeah, Artem Zub for riffs. I feel like he's cooled off on them recently, but I feel like he's probably the most consistent source. I would just say go check on Dylan Cousins, 53%. I feel like he should be a little bit more owned than that, especially since he's power play 1.
What do we think of this Shane Pinto thing? Like
I dropped him in the couple places I had him already. I mean, he's not scoring. I mean, he's still getting points. Like, he's getting assists, but he's not scoring goals, which is what he was really doing to start the season off. And then I think in one spot I had Cousins and Pinto. I'm like, well, I don't want my 2 center spots to be from the same team. I need diversity.
Right.
Wu-Tang.
Right. Ridley Greig, I would say, is possibly of interest with his power play 1 deployment and his he's 2% owned. So I would say maybe just go check on him. He's center right wing available. But yeah, I don't know, Alan. This is a toughie.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, probably a little better to me. And he just got, I think, one of the wings eligibility added this week. Anthony Mantha, 18%. I feel like he is high risk, high reward. If he either gets you like 3 goals or nothing. And then looks like they got Ben Kindle on line 1 with Crosby and Rust. Should have like no ownership there. Actually, I think he's power play 1 as well.
Yeah, line 1, power play 1.
Yeah.
Should I be adding this guy, Alan? Oh my goodness, he's center only.
Really? Oh, but he plays on the wing.
That's so bad. Oh, maybe we just wait till 5 games or until one of the Yahoo people own Ben Kindle, and then they'll add the eligibility.
One of the Yahoo admins has comes down to the wire for his week, and it's like, oh wait, I could pick up Ben Kindle and give him left wing. It's like Tavares getting left wing like right at the end of the season.
Back. And what was the other one too? Okay, Alan, maybe maybe for our lambasting of Yahoo, I'm going to say, they did seem to re-add the start weekly feature. So I am going to say
yes. Smart move, but that was still kind of messed up.
It's kind of like, well, you took away water from like, a starving, thirsting child, and you've given the water back. But we still remember what you did, Yahoo.
Still remember you took the water.
But at least you gave it back, I will say. But you did take it, well, Yahoo. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully Ben Kindle gets something more, because center only is rough. But Allen, my goodness, 5 goals. Oh, no assists. I guess he doesn't need assists if Crosby's feeding him. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Allen, would you agree with this? If he's center only, maybe the interest is waning. But if he gains wing eligibility, Ben Kindle is very much, like.
And that's what makes it tough is if he's center only, because Thursday, Saturday are going to be busy days. You can fit him in Sunday, most likely. But yeah, I mean, unless he got like a lot of utility spots, that's 100%. Center only is hard to justify, which is why I like to punt centers. And then teams that play Friday,
you could pick
Sunday,
up Ben Kindles.
Yeah, you can pick up the Ben Kindles because there's always centers to stream. Friday, Sunday, you got Calgary. Huberdeau's 34% owned. Blake Coleman, if you want riffs with the scoring upside. Blake Coleman got a goal tonight, which is not helping my Jet Grebe stream. I like Coleman's upside with the points, but he has that nice peripheral floor.
Morgan Frost, maybe.
Okay, yeah, because I think he is power play one of those like
6%
less than 10% owned.
Yeah. Oh God, nobody has this guy.
And Coronado, I think he's like 10%, but it's really hard to recommend him because they've been messing with his deployment.
He's kind of, let's see. So he's getting the power play 1, but he's not getting necessarily other minutes on top. So I think if he doesn't do anything on that power play, then he kind of just doesn't do anything. And like, is he shooting that much? 24 and 13. So that's basically a little less than 2 shots a game.
Yeah, you don't like that. I don't like that.
You probably want Frost instead, right? Like, wait, I'll say this too. Frost.
Well, you know what? Doesn't Frost have the safer peripheral floor? I think we went over this last time. Calgary had a good schedule.
Yes. Dependent on stats too, I would say it's because like Frost also takes face-offs, and it depends if you're in a face-off league or not. Weirdly, I guess also Frost. I guess I'm trying to see why he's so high in our league. Oh, it's because he also gets into the scrums and scraps, so he also gets penalty minutes, hits, blocks. Yeah, he's just, and he has 5 assists. So, Alan, I don't know, 5 assists. That's basically half. Like he must have been part of half of Calgary's goals this season.
Right? Oh my God. Next up, Chicago. I feel like most of the good guys. Frank Nazar has probably been known since the start of the season, but Ryan Donato still out there. I think he was trial eligible, 33%. Colton Dock, if you want hits, he's got 55 on the season.
And no other time, and he's got no other time on the ice aside from the fourth line to show it. He's
probably just a shutdown guy.
How is he doing that all in 13 minutes a night? Jeez,
I don't know. I mean, they don't have the puck very much, so you gotta do something.
It's entirely fair.
Detroit.
They also have a great schedule. They also have an incredible schedule with off nights.
Detroit, I'm still a believer in Finney, Emmett Finney. He's still widely available, but it seems like everything's kind of dried up except his time on ice. He's still getting like 19-20 minutes, but the hits have kind of dried up. Well, the hits have mostly dried up. The shooting, the points, like it's all he's really got is to a name is the deployment. I've dropped him, and I think the 2 spots I had him for better guys. But for riffs, yeah, I mean, Ben Sherratt, Simone Evanson, that's probably all you can get at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped Edmondson, right? So I'm just trying to see like if it would be worthwhile for anyone to then like go and snag him afterwards. Like, I'm gonna peek ahead.
I don't know. It depends on when he dropped him because he may not clear waivers till Saturday, and then they get Sunday out of him, and then I don't think Detroit has a great schedule next week.
No, and then also further in week 6, they don't play till Thursday. So I don't.
Yeah,
Like it's.
you did the right thing. If someone picks him up, that's on them.
Listeners, don't take a Detroit player. Like it's not worth it schedule wise at this point, especially with the quality and availability right now. Like it's not worth it. Go for other teams first.
Yeah. So last up, Winnipeg. I mean, Alex Iafallo, I think he had like single digit ownership. He's power play 1. I don't think he's really done a whole lot with it. Luke Shen for hits. Maybe Logan Stanley if you kind of want hits, block shots, kind of mixed riffs out there. But yeah, this is another team that's really shallow. And maybe there's Jonathan Toews if you really want to take a chance out there. But I feel like he's also center only. So good luck.
Alan, I don't know. There are some teams where, like, remember a couple years ago when it was the Rangers, everyone in the top 5 was owned and everyone else was kind of, like,
it's just, this is just one of those teams where it's streamers are shallow. I mean, I mean, Nemestikov, Nyquist is out. I mean, there are Niederreiter. There are other guys on this team you could realistically stream, but it's like, are they? I feel like you could look elsewhere.
Jonathan Toews, Alan.
No,
he's
dried up.
Got 7 points. I don't even. Anyways, I'm putting the hands down. 17 shots in 13 games. Dude basically doesn't shoot. It's to that degree. That's who we're looking.
So for goalie streams, I figured rather than just rattling off all of them, I mean, the visual people benefit from me having the slide, but I figured, Jay, we just talk through like any of these that seem interesting. But Friday, Saturday, there's only 3 teams that have those back-to-backs. I don't know. I don't want to touch San Jose goalies.
No.
Maybe a Jonathan Quick start. I know the Rangers have been just
Right. They have been tough to own. They have been tough to watch. I would almost say I would consider Riddick Pryor, but
maybe Riddick versus Minnesota.
It'd be a toughie either way. It'd be a toughie either way. Like the thing is too, Quick hasn't done poorly in his starts, right? Quick's got a shutout in 1 and a win against top-seeded Montreal in the other. Oh, he did. He lost to Washington, but it was a 1-0, right? So I don't know. Like maybe Quick is the guy.
Quick still as a backup here and there. I think he still got it. Maybe. It's tough because he'll get no goal support.
And Alan, I don't know if it's because our expectations of the Rangers were so much higher that they've dashed them. Maybe when we're looking at this, if our alternatives are any San Jose goalie or Riddick on the Isles, it's got to be Quick, right?
Yeah.
Like it's got to be Quick for the Rangers.
And then Saturday, Sunday, there's like 10 teams that have those. I don't know, Carolina. I think Kochekov is pretty widely owned. I would say whoever gets that Buffalo start. Well, that'd be Saturday.
I was going to say, like, we talked all about Pittsburgh this whole time. Shelov's at 32% or 23% probably is the guy you want to look. Like, aside from that.
Which game would he get, though? He'd probably get the Devils maybe?
Oh, geez. When you said Devils, I thought you meant, like, he'd double them up. And I'm like, yeah, they would. They have nobody else.
No. Colorado, Wedgwood's probably not available. And it seems like they're really easing Blackwood in. But if Wedgwood's available, I like him maybe as like a medium-term hold.
Okay, depends how much you believe in Anaheim, but they are going against 2 division rivals.
Right.
What do you think about going ham? But pedal to the metal. He's seeing rubber, Alan. He's seeing rubber. We know it.
Winnipeg. Well, okay. So if just the seeing rubber is valuable to you, against Vegas and against Winnipeg. Yeah, those Anaheim goalies, sure.
Peter Mrazek. I'm just going to put it out there, Alan.
Ooh, no, if it was Blackhawks, Peter Mrazek, yes.
He's been in 2 starts, and he has seen 65 shots over the span of 2 games. Okay. Alan, Alan, he led in 11 of them. I'm not saying that part out loud yet, but like,
Whoa. Yeah, so in a rate stats league, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, if you care about your save percentage, probably stay away. But if it's just about
If you
seeing
just want
rubber,
saves,
you
yeah.
know Mrazek is gonna get peppered. Like it's like salt, cumine, and pepper. It's all there, 100%. Cumine. I mean cumin. That's what I meant.
I don't know. Well, it sounds like Ottinger will be back. So I don't know, Dallas. If DeSmith gets the Nashville game, I like that. I don't like Ottawa goalies right now. They're letting too much in.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in Leary.
And you know, I was keeping an eye on Vanacek for this weekend because I like Utah's opponents, but yeah, he got lit up. I would not suggest Vanacek against either Montreal or Ottawa.
Okay. Let's be a little. I don't know if I'm trying to like argue for the mammoth over here, but like let's pull up some stats for him. Let's see what it was, because yeah, he didn't face a lot of shots either, right? So
that's who. Yeah, so he ruined three stats for you. He didn't win. He had a terrible save percentage, and then just didn't face a lot of shots.
Right. What I'm saying, though, is he didn't face a lot of shots, so obviously he wasn't the guy able to make a difference for his team when it mattered most. Having said that, I think it's also a team that plays way better than prior. They've been a part of they've not been a part of any close, close overtime games, right? So all their games have been in regulation.
Yeah.
This is a team that will get crushed or crushed, and if they're only on those two continuums, Alan, come on. Can we see a world where Utah is like 6-1 ahead, and
maybe,
just roll through?
Maybe if Vanacek gets Ottawa, I'm interested.
Yes.
Not Montreal. Montreal is like they're one of, if not the highest scoring team in the league.
Oh, sorry, not Philly. Yeah, Montreal. Sorry. I was looking at Ottawa for a sec. Okay, let's see. So I don't know if Alan, do you have the Montreal shooting stats? You know what I mean? Like they have scored.
Funny you say that. So they are. What are they in goals for?
Oh God! Don't tell me the top or second. Oh God!
They're tied for third in goals for at 48. They have the league highest shooting percentage at 14.5.
Let's only take him if he goes against Ottawa.
They're third in goals for per game.
Oh my goodness. Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, not the Montreal game. Not the Montreal game.
On Saturday. Sunday. Sorry.
Next week prep. So best schedules. 4 games with 3 off nights. You have both New York teams, the New York Islanders, the New York Rangers. 4 games, 2 off nights. You have Edmonton and Vegas. Worst schedules with 2 games and 1 off night. You got Chicago. They play Wednesday, Saturday. And then 2 games, 2 off nights. You got Pittsburgh, who plays Friday, Sunday. Gross. And then Utah plays Wednesday, Friday. And then before I get into this next section here, let me grab just one of Armin's questions here. So we got 4 keepers in a keep forever. We got Jack Hughes, Jack Hughes, Makachuk, Werenski, J-Rob, Natchez Jarvis, Leo Carlson, Cutter Gauthier, standard cats with plus minus hits and blocks. I feel like you got to hang out and weather Matty Tkachuk being out most of the season. I really like Werenski as a keeper.
Do you see just top 4 and that's about it?
I'm sure that's what for me is like, who are the top 4? I know Natchez just signs that deal with Colorado, but I feel like I would still.
I was seeing top 4 is just
Rob over Natchez.
Yeah, I was seeing top 4 literally is just the first 4, but
I think you're right. Honestly, yeah, Jack Hughes, Matty Tkachuk, Werenski, and J-Rob.
The only reason anyone would get Natchez over J-Rob is if they really believe in the two towers of Colorado staying there, destroying things long term, which is entirely possible. But come on, like Nietzsche's 11.5 million or whatever he signed for, like, is he Rantanen? You know what I mean? He can probably do 80% of what Rantanen, 90% of what Rantanen's doing just by virtue of, McKinnon being McKinnon. But
right,
I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see, was Rantanen a McKinnon merchant? So
did you want to talk about that one about Nazar and Geeky though? Because I think it ties in,
you know what,
really close.
Yeah.
It just ties in closely.
Sorry,
go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so his question here is Baskin sell high, like on Nazar, and I assume he means the Boston Bruins Geeky, because the Tampa Geeky hasn't really played this much. I don't know. I think Geeky, because he seems to be keeping that line one power play one deployment, might be the season long hold. Let me check Nazar's stats. I feel like he's cooled off maybe a little bit. 0 points in his last 3. Yeah, he's cooled off down to a 64-point pace, which is probably where I'd put any of the better players at Chicago for the season. I would, if you can still sell high on him, especially because they have a good schedule to finish out the week. Sell high, probably shoot for someone who has like a 70-75 point ceiling. That's pretty much almost guaranteed, because we don't know how much lower the floor could fall out for Nazar.
I think the thing with Nazar as well is that he's a center only dude. Let's check. Geeky's center, left wing, right wing. So I would personally say of the two, I would probably prefer to keep Geeky, especially if you're in a league which has like positional, I guess like specificity, because he can slot in anywhere. Alan said it right on the nail, where it's, like centers are a dime a dozen. And the thing with Nazar right now is if you have him while he's hot, he's probably outperforming any guy you're trading low on exactly at that week on a week to week level. And right now, when he's not doing anything,
light bulb. You know who would probably be happy to take someone like Nazar? Anyone who owns Panarin.
Oh my god!
Because if you can swing that,
Alan, that'd be heist of the century, man. Talk about the Louvre when you're having this shit going on. I don't know, man. That's heist of the century.
I know I would not fall for that, but like I bet in some leagues there would be someone who like they think they got like that diamond in Panarin. And it's like, what are we, 5 weeks in, and he has just almost nothing to show for it?
Alan, it's disgusting though. Like what is his point pace right now? He's still at
Panarin
50 points.
It's not going to be like 89. 50.
No, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, he's not 50 point pace. He's at a 50%.
41
point pace. Yeah,
half a point per game, a 41 point pace. I don't see
that power play needs to click now. Like it needs to click yesterday in order for I don't know.
What is their power play percentage? I gotta look that up real quick. Rangers. Oh, they are dead last in power play conversion at 11.1. I just feel like there's something. Whether it's Trocheck coming back, something's gotta change for him. So if you could pull a fast one and someone like Panarin, that's what we think is like an 80-90 point player. Probably won't hit that now. He might pace for it, but I don't see him hitting that.
I would say package it. You know what I mean? I would say if you don't want to offend the guy, package it with some other struggler or grab a struggler as well. Like Binnington, for example, is the other guy I'm thinking of that's struggling.
Right. Any of the Blues.
Any of the Blues are awesome buy lows.
Maybe not Rob Tom. I think I feel like he's come back and just
his problem was he was hurt. Like I have concerns with the Blues that were playing and still shit. Like the ones that were injured and came back. No, like you got to give them a shot. But like Booch, I would say, oh my goodness, dude is like almost 400th in our rankings. Like that is a tough stretch to go for
Buchnevich, not Bouchard.
No. Although Bouchard, I think, is not having fantasy issues, but like real life hockey concerns where people were like, what the hell is happening?
He just lets guys walk right in. I mean, Skinner's fine.
Was that not? Was that not against the Blues too?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that game. Yeah, it was disgusting.
The team infuriates me right now. So yeah, we wanted to do a section. We did it with the taxi squad season, but I kind of wanted to bring it back a little bit. Contenders or pretenders. Just kind of go over some of these teams that are having different starts, and just kind of like take a look under the hood. Like, should they be this good or are they not this good? Does it confirm our bias? So the first team I wanted to pick on was the Penguins, because what the heck? Like, going into the season, this was like the one team where the front office is like, yeah, we're not trying to get better. Like, you wanted gently used Erik Karlsson. We got you. Malkin, who knows if Malkin stays a Pen through the end of the season. But anyway, right now, somehow, they are 6th in the league, 3rd in the Eastern Conference, 2nd in the Metro. They're tied with Boston tied with Boston for 2nd in goals for. They're 8th in goals for per game, 3.5. So definitely scoring. They're 11th in goals against, so not letting a ton in, 2.86. 21st in shots for per game at 27.1. That seems kind of low. They're tied for 4th least in power play opportunities. I think it's like Vancouver usually leads in like the most, but they're somehow converting at 32.4%, which to me is like red flag number one. Like, I feel like I can't say with this roster, it seems weird that they're converting like that, but they have some of the best guys in the game on that team. So, but still, it just seems high because the roster didn't change too much, and they finished at 25.8 last year. They were 18th in opportunities last year. So I just feel like they're not. So I feel like that may balance out, but I feel like the percentage should come back down to earth. Their team shooting percentage is 12.9. They're tied with Winnipeg and San Jose for 2nd. They finished at 10.9 last year. Yeah, I feel like that'll come down. So we'll see probably fewer goals going in. And then currently somehow they have the highest team save percentage, 910, and they finished at 884 last year. I don't know. And they did get a new coach. So this could be the system they're playing, prevents maybe higher danger chances more. But I feel like they're going to come down to earth. I think, like Jay and I have said, I don't think they'll bottom out. I don't think they'll win the McKenna sweepstakes, but they're going to be a fringe. I feel like they'll be a fringe playoff team. So for fantasy, what does this mean? Sell high on some of these guys. I think like Malkin for sure. Isn't he like in like the top 5 or something for points right now to start the season?
I mean, Alan, he's got more assists than games played in the season. Like, am I seeing these numbers correct? Like, this
Probably.
seems
insane. I feel like he is in like the top 5 for like real points. Like, fantasy.
Who the hell is he feeding?
Real points.
Is he feeding Ben? He's the guy feeding Ben, isn't he? Oh
Rizzo,
my god.
Who is out right now.
Rizzo.
So I feel like we may see some of this stuff start to come back down to earth now. Oh, did I lose you?
I would say though, Alan, the one thing that hits me a bit is their goals for and goals against. Like, obviously it's top 3rd of the league. Oh, well, I guess they're 11th, so maybe not top 3rd. But like,
yeah, no, 11th means they're not letting much in. That's good.
Right. They would regress only probably, let's say, 4 or 5 spots to a mean. You know what I mean? If they were like, this kind of is not unsustainably unsustainable.
Some of it, yeah.
Like, it's almost sustainably unsustainable.
It's just I don't know. What made me raise my eyebrow initially was like, this roster wasn't built to achieve these results. Like, why are they getting these results?
It's like the moment when the kid comes back with a perfect essay and you're like, how did you do this?
Hold on. ChatGPT, write me a 500-word essay on. It looks really familiar. Did you have a team day you want to talk about, Jay, or did I just keep on trucking?
Oh, just keep going.
Did you want to keep on trucking? Okay. So next one, I don't know. I feel like Minnesota, it seems weird. They are where they are. I feel like they've always just kind of been fringe playoff team. But somehow they're 29th in the league right now, 13th in the Western Conference, 7th in their division. The Blues are the only team below them. They're tied for 10th in goals for. Vegas, Vancouver, Columbus, and LA are like their company. I think they're tied with them. Yeah. Last year they finished 24th in goals for, which that almost seems like overachieving. And then they're tied for second to last in goals against, which means they're letting in a lot. Like only St. Louis and San Jose are worse right now. And they finished 8th last year. They were stingy on letting goals in. They're 26th in team shooting percentage, 9.7. They were 10.1 last year. So not really a standard deviation. No, it's not really a noticeable difference. Right now their team save percentage is 90.88. Last year they finished at 92.19. So again, probably not a significant amount more goals are letting in, but it's the same percentage is down. But their power play is currently 3rd somehow. They're right there with Edmonton and Pittsburgh at 31.5. Wait, I just said something contradictory to what I just looked at. Whatever. Yeah, their power play conversion is like right up there with. Oh, you know what? I think it's only Edmonton and Pittsburgh have a higher conversion percentage.
Right.
Last year they finished 20th at 20.8. And again, they didn't really have much roster churn. But I think really what this, where this is coming from, and Jay, I talked about before the show, I feel like the rise of Utah, and just some other teams in the West getting better, has kind of pushed Minnesota down. I don't know. I feel like they might be lucky to be a playoff bubble team.
I don't think
even if they get Zook back, I don't know. I think they need to get one of this like top 6, middle 6 winger that they're apparently in the market for. It might help them, but I don't know. I don't think they score enough to win.
Yeah, and I think probably the best metric so far is just to look at goals for, goals against. Reasonably, like, this sounds so stupid to say loud, but just to remind everybody, you got to score more. And if you score more, you win more. And generally, I'm sorry for that game-breaking analysis now, but like in general,
thanks, Madden.
real game-breaking, I know. But generally speaking, unless they're expecting to win every game 1-0 and every loss is just a 5-0 blowout, that could explain their negative 11 goal difference.
Yeah, I just don't know if that works. I don't know.
If it's just on a metric of looking at what's in and what's out, like, they are not scoring enough. And if Alan, they're doing this with a 30+% converting power play.
Yeah.
What else could go even better already? Like, we looked at their guys. I'm pretty sure their top guys are still scoring.
Oh yeah. That's what I feel like as far as, from a fantasy perspective. I mean, don't do anything silly and like trade Kaprizov, like,
Alan,
guys, like, I think this just means like I'm kind of low on Gustafsson.
I have the light bulb moment the same way you're describing. That light bulb moment for me is the Minnesota Wild are basically when you ran out of hot water in the shower and it's like you turn into hot water more, that it is at max. This is what they can do. And the problem is that
that's what I'm saying. Unless they get reinforcements, I think this is who Minnesota will be this season.
And it worked and was good enough for them to get into playoffs last year because Vancouver struggled. Nashville was cratering. Who else do they have? Like, the Canucks were gone, the Kraken sucked, and the Mammoth weren't there.
Weren't there yet, yeah.
But now teams are ahead of them, and you still have Edmonton, and Dallas and LA. There just aren't enough Western Conference spots for Minnesota to do what they're doing now and still make the playoffs and make a run.
Yeah, but from fantasy, I really don't think this changes the value on guys. Like I said, like, don't flip Kaprizov for Magic Beans. Like, he'll probably be all right. But I just,
But you were right about Gustafsson.
Yeah, I'm low on Gustafsson.
So I guess last year maybe the difference was that Gustafsson was able to, I guess, bridge that gap, and man,
he was shielded. Well, he probably stole more games. There we go, and was probably shielded better. So they could win more.
Because I just don't understand how that sort of. I mean, I do understand how that sort of drop off happens. I see and watch Jordan Binnington.
I don't think Matt Zuccarello is the difference maker here. And then last team I had here is Montreal. Like, good God. I think most of us had them pegged at least to make the playoffs, but I didn't have them pegged to be here. They're second in the league right now, first in the Eastern Conference, first in the Atlantic. They're tied with Ottawa and Anaheim for third in goals for. Colorado, Pittsburgh, and Boston are higher. They're the bottom third of the league in power play opportunities, but they're somehow converting at 30.8, which is good for fifth. They're currently allowing 26.9 shots per game or against per game compared to last year's 33.2, which is nice. That's I feel like huge because they brought in Noah Dobson, like a valuable defenseman. They still had Lane Hudson. He is that much older. They still have the professor, Mike Matheson, who can play a more defensive role now. Like, this is, I feel like, yes, this is why we're seeing this. This is sustainable. And then they currently have, this is the not sustainable part. They currently have the highest team shooting percentage in the league at 14.5. The next is a three-way tie at 12.9%. For reference, Tampa finished last year with the highest shooting percentage, and it was 12.1. I feel like that shooting percentage has to come down. I feel like that power play percentage probably has to come down. They may get more opportunities, but that may come down. As far as like fantasy though, maybe this is a time where you look at selling high on the guys like Demidov, Slafkovsky. I don't know if I'm selling Cole Caulfield or Nick Suzuki. Maybe you can get something fancy for Lane Hudson, but I feel like there's some sell high here.
I was going to say too, like, this team with all their metrics and everything, the big one that stands out to me is that the scoring is very balanced. So I would say check to see 20 games in, obviously, on where they're rolling. Obviously, you'll monitor and whatnot. But this team, I'm just counting some of their goal scorers, right? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players who have 4 goals or more, right? Like, that is, if you are pacing this sort of and projecting across the season, you have at least 6 guys that are gonna buck 30 goals.
Right.
I don't know if that is,
does it only if that shooting percentage holds. Otherwise,
only if it holds, for sure. But I mean,
that's
Alan,
what I'm saying.
Some of the value
here, high here.
100%. But I'm also saying there's some streamable dudes where you can dip into the wire and just kind of, grab that sort of value, because let's say right now, I think Matheson is, Matheson is not a great example, but let's say Nick Suzuki, right? Nick Suzuki, 99% owned, 3 goals. Would you expect him to be outscored by Demidov? Maybe. Would you expect him, Bolduc or Oliver Kapanen, to be outscoring him?
See, and that's what, Bolduc had that hot start. Like, he has already fallen off. I feel like the sell high window on Bolduc's closed, especially now that he doesn't have power play 1 anymore. I feel like Demidov, if he's available, probably someone you see if he's out there. Yeah, Bolduc, no points in 3 games. Sure. He's back. He's down to a 38-point pace now.
For sure.
So yeah. I don't know, Jay. You have anything else, or we might be able to wrap this at an hour. Oh yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. But thanks for tuning in tonight, everyone. Actually, it seems like it may just be me on Sit Start Saturday this Saturday, but we'll be back with that unless I can. Maybe I'll round up one of the other guys. They'll hop in. Hopefully, TJ will be back with you for the week 6 script. With that, good night, good mental health, everyone.
We'll pick you up later.